Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel Good Honest Living. I'm Nicola and this is Jamie, and we're going to do a video on questions and answers for you guys.
So, first question, do you find that it gets easier or harder when you say goodbye to the puppies as they make their way to their new home? And two questions related. How do Lucas and Callie deal with it? And Nicola, you want to answer that one?
Sure. So the first letter that we ever had was really difficult for me. I'm a woman, so I'm emotionally attached, and I was like, oh, puppies. So it was really tough, especially the first letter. But it was Jamie, my very wise husband, that told me, you got to think of these puppies as other people's puppies. And, you know, like, yes, it's good to love and care for them and be emotional and everything, but when they go home, we're raising them for people, and then they go home and they go to their new homes, and that's the people they go to. So it has gotten easier over the years. It's definitely much easier now, but I still love having the puppies. I still care for them, and then when they go out the door, I have so much joy handing them over. So it is having that joy and seeing the new families definitely makes it a lot easier for me.
I think I find it definitely easier than Nicola does. I really enjoy playing with the puppies. I enjoy playing with the dogs. I have a full-time job, so I am not as time invested in it with the puppies and the dogs as Nicola is. You know, it might sound bad, but there are times when I say to Nicola, I'll be holding a puppy and I'll be like, which puppy is this? And she'll say, oh, it's so-and-so. Here's a name and it's so-and-so's puppy. Mm-hmm. And for me, I then click because I know the people's names. I'm constantly emailing the people or responding to messages. So I know the people rather than the puppies. Mm-hmm. And then, so for the kids, I think the kids definitely, it's become a lot easier for them. They're fantastic and they're fun to play with and to help out with. Well, I don't know if they think it's that fun to help out.
We've been breeding since they were really, really little. So they've had puppies around them their entire lives, and they still love going in there and sitting and playing with the puppies. And actually, sometimes Lucas especially will attach to one puppy in that particular litter, and that's the puppy he like just babies around for the weeks. And then when it goes home, he's like, oh, I'm kind of sad. And you have to remind them, and we have to be the parents and say, well, you got to remember, this is not your puppy. We were not going to keep this puppy's going to another family. And so then we'll have another litter and the cycle kind of starts over. So yeah. They've definitely gotten used to it and enjoy it a lot more.
Yeah, it seems I don't know, maybe not so much anymore, but every litter always had a Spider-Man. Lucas always nicknamed them Spider-Man. Well, that's when we started saying to people, like, if you can think of a name, let us know and we'll start calling that puppy the name. So then the poor puppy isn't being called Spider-Man all the time.
That's right. And Callie had Elsa. So we had a Spider-Man puppy and an Elsa puppy for a long time.
Yeah. So second one.
So this question came from someone that we know personally. I see Jamie quit shaving his head. When is he going to start shaving his face?
Yes. So yeah, when I was off work from COVID, the hair was getting long, so I buzzed my head, and I've always said that, you know, as I get older, if I start losing my hair, I'm just gonna bick it, and I'm gonna shave my head. So I did do that for a while. You can go back in some older videos, you'll see me with a completely shaved bald head. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm since back to work now, and I'm in the service industry, heating and cooling, and I would go to customers' houses, and, you know, you always get that double take when people open their door and they've got this bald-headed guy with a big beard show up. And I'm not a small man, I'm a big guy at their door, so people kind of are like, look at you strange. So I thought for professional sake, professionalism, I should at least grow some hair. As for the beard, no, this is here to stay for a while. We're doing the yeared. So we started in, well, probably March. Let's call it March. So it's it's staying until March anyways. Nicola likes it. She, sometimes it gets frustrating and like, I'm shaving it. And Nicola says, no, don't shave the beard. Don't shave the beard. So
I like it. I think it looks good.
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, next question. Let me pick one for you, Nicola. What is the best approach in training Springers?
Definitely affection. They really thrive off that physical affection. They're very people orientated and they love to please you. That is an English Springer Spaniel in a nutshell, really. They're food driven, so they do well with treats, but we've always said, pet their heads, pet their ears as well, so that you don't always need food to reward them. They will just be rewarded if they know that they made you happy.
Yeah, they'll do anything. If you give them praise and give them affection, they love it. That's one thing I really like about an English Springer Spaniel and any medium-sized dog, right? You can give them a few good pats. Not you don't have to really worry about having like a Chihuahua where you, right? Yeah, the other thing with Springer Spaniels, you have to remember that they are very smart. They need consistency. They need structure. We always say don't allow a puppy on the bed. Don't allow a puppy on the couch as a puppy if you don't want it on the couch or on the bed as a dog. What they do as a puppy, they will do as a dog because they don't know any different. So consistency, structure, they are very, very smart. They know how to try and weasel their way and into your hearts. They got the puppy eyes and the droopy ears and they're adorable and they know it.
They know what they can get away with and what they can't.
Yeah.
They're very smart.
Yeah,
very smart.
Okay, so this next question is a question that came from YouTube. It's another breeder, and it sounds like maybe their first time litter isn't so sure about the tri-factor and tri-color. So what she had asked is she has bred her dog, I think it was to her daughter's Springer Spaniel. And one is a tri and one is not a tri. And she was asking whether or not she's going to have tri puppies. So Nicola, you can answer that. You're best with the genetics.
So tricolor is what they call liver and white with tan markings or black and white with tan markings. And liver and white, you can get a liver and white and you can get a black and white. If the dog carries what's called the tri gene, then it will be able to produce tri puppies, but both parents have to have that tri gene. So even if the dog is not tri-colored, it can still carry that genetic and produce tri-colored puppies, which is called tri-factor dog.
A recessive gene.
Yes, it's a recessive gene that's passed down, and even so, if you have two tri-color dogs, they're going to produce tri-colored puppies, but even ones that are not tri-color, if they carry that gene, they will produce tri-colored pups. But if you have one parent that's not tri-colored and does not carry the gene, you won't have any tri-colored puppies.
So you can have a male, just say a male. If the male is a tri and the female is not a tri, so she would be a bicolor, either liver and white or black and white. If her parents, either the mother or the father, was a tri, then she would be tri-factored. So she has the possibility of having both two color or
Correct.
they could have tricolor.
Correct.
So then, let's move into, we also had another question about what is a roan. So let's do a roan. Actually, we'll go grab two of the puppies.
Sure.
We'll grab two of the puppies, one that is a roan, one that is a non-roan, and then we can show you the puppies and you can compare them. Actually, while Nicola runs and grabs the puppies, literally as we're recording it, I just saw a comment come in 37 seconds ago from Emily Atkinson. Why do some Springers have dock tails and others with long tails? Also, what are the grooming needs of an English Springer Spaniel? Okay, so why are some docked, why are some not? The breed standard is that they have a dock tail. More and more it's becoming where people they don't care about the breed standard. For personal reasons, their own beliefs, their own conscience, they feel that it's not nice for the puppy to have that done, and that they would prefer that their dog not have their tail docked. So us as breeders, we've kind of hummed and hawed about whether or not we should continue to dock the tails, or if we should leave them natural. So we made the decision to leave that up to the puppy owners. So we are getting more and more emails where people are asking us, is it possible to have my dog's tail left natural? So for us as breeders, we don't mind one way or the other. We don't mind leaving the tail natural. Also, what are the grooming needs of an English Springer Spaniel? So an English Springer Spaniel, especially if you have a show English Springer Spaniel or a bench English Springer Spaniel, they do need to be groomed more than a field. We have a mixture. They're a mixture of field and show lines, so their coat does get longer. Personally, we like the longer look to it. We don't groom them as much as, bring it to a groomer. We will cut their fur when it's summertime and the burrs are out, and so it doesn't get caught in the burrs as much. But we really like the feathering on it. So English Springer Spaniels do have a show cut that you can have done, but you also can have it done naturally.
He's so cute.
So Nicola's back. Yeah, we thought it would be easiest to explain what a roan or a non-roan is by just
a fun visual.
Yeah, a visual of what a roan or a non-roan is. So I'll grab this camera here. And you can explain it while we...
So we have Bailey, who is a liver roan, and we have Charlie, who's not a roan. And you can see in their faces how dark Bailey is. All that white that would have been as white as him is all filled in with like a nice salt and pepper tone. I'm just not looking for a sec. And she's got the salt and pepper all through. Every part that's white, really, is all evenly blended with the pigmented color. Whereas Charlie here, this looks like he's just going to go to sleep, has a lot of white. Now, he does have some ticking. That's just little spots that are there. But he's not roan. He's got a lot of white still. Even through his back, you can see as well. So he does have some ticking, but most of the white will stay white. Compared to Bailey, who is very filled in salt and pepper. So as they mature, this will get darker and darker. And then with the black, it kind of goes like a silvery blue tinge, and that's why they call it a blue roan as opposed to a black roan.
Okay, so next question. Do English Springer Spaniels fit the stereotype of high energy spaniels? Do they need a fenced yard? How do you entertain them without having to leave the comfort of home?
I would disagree with the whole high energy. Now, they can have high energy. In North America especially, we have two lines. So you have field lines and then you have show lines. So I would say no. Not all Springers have high energy. In North America, you do have the field and the show. So field lines typically are bred with high energy, more so. But the majority of Springers that we breed in our lines, we don't find that they do have super high energy. Now, they do like to run when they're outside. They like to play, they're driven, and they do have some energy. But when they come inside, they're very relaxed, they're very calm, they'll lay down on the floor, and they're just very well behaved.
Yeah, field lines are specifically bred for the energy. They're meant for hunting dogs. They're meant to be out there hunting where they're running around all day long. Mm-hmm. They don't get winded, they don't get tired, and they're just loving being absolutely everywhere. Mm-hmm. Show lines or bench lines are more for the show ring. So they have a longer coat. They are a lot more calm, a lot more docile. Mm-hmm. And we've bred our lines so that we have a lot calmer lines than normal. We get that all the time. That, oh my goodness, your Springers are so calm. Why are your Springers so calm? And that's all to do with breeding. We selected breeding lines that are more calm.
Yeah, because for us it's not about field or show. It's about a good quality pet. We want people to have a family member that is happy within their home and is calm natured and can do those things. If people want to run outside with them, they want to take the dog running, the dog will run with them, but when it comes inside, it just wants to please you. So they kind of mimic whatever your lifestyle is.
So do they need a fenced-in yard? No. I mean, they don't need a fenced-in yard. If you can provide energy burning things for them, if you can take them for walks, if you can take them for runs, if you can throw a ball around to them and help them burn that energy off, they don't have to have a fenced-in yard. Obviously, make sure that they are going to have a good recall. When you call them, they come back, or that they're not going to be in danger of cars passing by. Yeah. How do you entertain them without having to leave the comfort of home?
So toys and tennis balls and just toys that they can play with inside the house or stuffies that keeps them entertained in the house.
Yeah, they can burn through all sorts of energy.
Yep.
We play with the dogs. We throw the balls. They can play fetch. Stuffies. Nicola has lots of stuffies. Mm-hmm. You know, it's kind of ridiculous. Our King Corso, our guard dog, Nicola has got her trained to have this baby or stuffy, and she'll say, "Rogue, where's your baby? Go get your baby." And this big 130-pound beast of an animal walks over, grabs her baby, and picks it up and drops it on Nicola, and then it's just it's ridiculous. But yeah, there are toys and stuff, and that you can burn off energy that way. So
all right, let's put these puppies away.
Okay, we can actually concentrate.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nicola's back. Puppies are really fun, but when they're all squiggling and licking, and it's hard to concentrate. So Tony asked, how many hours a day does it take to take care of all the dog's needs for a day, Nicola? And then how do you tell the puppies apart? You seem to always know their names.
Yeah, okay, so I do a lot of cleaning is a huge part of my job, and playing outside with the dogs. I probably spend about 3 hours in the morning, and then throughout the evening we do some work as well. I also do pictures weekly, and that takes me usually over an hour, depending on how well behaved they are. Yeah,
there's a video, we'll link it down below, but it's how we capture pictures. And so, Nicola does weekly pictures, and the pictures are, boom, they're there. Yeah. But the video really captures how long it actually takes to pose and get those pictures. So
yeah, especially when the puppies are like around about 6-7 weeks, because they just don't want to sit still. When you've got them newborn, the first few days they're very wriggly and looking for mom, so I try not to bug them too much. But they kind of are a bit easier when they're not jumping in your face or whatever.
And then, so how do you tell all the puppies apart?
Just by memory. I'm good at remembering these puppies. I know them right from the word go. I keep track of what I have, gender, color, and markings, and I just know which one's which. And that's
Nicola has an amazing memory. She's able to memorize who the puppies are, what they look like, and every Springer Spaniel does look different. There are some that are very, very close. But I constantly say to Nicola, I'm like, oh, do you remember the puppy so-and-so? What was the name of their dog and where were they from? And she can just pick it from her brain.
Yeah,
she's
usually
good that way. But got that one. Okay, so Brando on the go. This is a buddy of mine from YouTube as well, who just put out a book, by the way. So great idea for a video. Let's see. Here's my question. Would you ever consider creating a dog sled for the winter and videotaping Jamie being yanked across the property? I think that was actually
so bad at that.
That was posed at you. He was asking you.
Oh, me. Well, I can't build sleds. There's one answer.
Yeah. I told Brandon, I think I replied and said something like, okay, you can come and help me build it.
The sled.
And I think Brando on the go, Brandon, that might be classified as dog abuse. Although, we could probably do it with Rogue. She could do that.
Yeah, I've always wanted to get Rogue on the front of the sleigh for the kids in the winter, but that's never happened. How much do you make off YouTube?
The personal questions. I'm assuming they're talking about money. How much money do we make off YouTube? We make nothing off of YouTube. YouTube is is generated off of ad revenue. You're not eligible to have ad revenue until you meet a certain criteria. One of the criteria is that we have to have 1,000 subscribers. And then you also have to have 4,000 hours of watch time. So yeah, actually that leads me into my shameless plug. So if you like this video, hit the subscribe. It's really does help us out. And not that we are, well, yeah, obviously getting a little bit of money would be great. We don't do it for the money. We do it because we want customers' homes to be able to see the puppies and to be able to showcase and for people to be involved with our life. But if we were able to get monetized, that would be great. It would help with some of the expenses of the channel. I think we spent $600 on GoPros and some camera footage trying to make it better and clearer and crisper. So yeah, hit that subscribe button. We have 300 subscribers already. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. It costs you nothing. It costs you absolutely nothing to hit that subscribe and helps us get us there. Okay, so next question. What is the highest number or amount of puppies that you've ever had in your home at one time?
I think it was this year because we had an overlap. We had ones that were just about to go out the door. We had 4 litters and it was about 27 puppies total.
Yeah.
That was a lot of puppies.
We had a lot of puppies. Yeah. What else do we have? Do we have anything else? I think that's it. So the next video we have planned is actually going to be a flight. I made mention of it on our first video ever, was that I have my pilot's license. So I recently got my pilot's license, and we have 2 puppies that are being flown. I'm going to be flying them to the customers. So I will be taking off in Sarnia, Ontario, and then flying there and landing in Ottawa, Rockcliffe Airport, actually. And then we're going to be dropping off a puppy there, and then taking off Rockcliffe, Ottawa, and then flying to Sudbury, and then dropping off a puppy. So that'll be kind of fun. I'm going to be taking my flight instructor with me. That's the first busy flight that I've taken right through Toronto airspace, so I didn't want to do that one on my own. And I think we're going to be flying, I think it's about 10 hours. So we will not be putting out a 10-hour video, don't worry. We'll video as best as we can, shorten it down to reasonable clips. So keep an eye out for that one.
And hope you guys really enjoy. I'm excited about it. I'm not even going on the flight, but I'm excited to see the video.
Yeah, I'm excited to take the flight. I'm excited to be able to drop off the puppy. I've worked hard getting my pilot's license and actually being able to use it for something, not just flying around the area and you know, everyone says, oh, well, what do you want to do? What do you want to look at? And, well, let's fly to my house. Yeah. People always want to fly to their house and see their house. So now we actually get to fly to a destination, and I'll actually get to meet a couple of customers in person. So looking forward to that too. One of the people have already gotten a puppy from us. They actually have the puppy that is the profile picture for O'Shea Springers. So there's
on our Facebook.
Yeah, on Facebook, yes. Gorgeous blue roan. So this is their second puppy that they've gotten from us. So that'll be fun.
Well, thank you so much, everybody who wrote down questions on Facebook and on YouTube. We really appreciate it. This was such a fun video for us to work together doing here.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
We loved it. We loved having the comments. It's sometimes, you know, you spend all this time making videos and no one comments and you're like, who's enjoying the videos? Yeah. So it was great to have some feedback, to have some comments, and thank you for those that commented on Facebook as well. So thanks for everyone that has subscribed. Remember, it would really help us out if you hit that subscribe button. Yeah, I guess that's it. We will see you on the next one.
See you in the next one.
Bye.